What we do here is go back.
Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast, Talking Up with Cindy and Jerry. Hope you guys are doing well.
We're doing good, right? This one's gonna be interesting. It's a lot of this and that things are going on.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
We got another 4-pack. Well, we had a last can left, and we got the 4-pack for the block party. So those don't know, we have a block. This is our 4th year for the block party.
I think so.
This is our 4th year having a block party. Everybody gets together. It's usually somewhere between September, early October.
This year it falls on your birthday.
Yeah,
the day before your birthday.
So I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
So we did get a 4-pack of the block party
melted gelato from Tin Barn.
And yeah, we're going to share it out. So anyway, let's talk about, we've talked about this in the past, where when we really started this podcast is things happen. And we forgot to bring it up.
I had to give him some bad news this past week.
So for the 2 weeks, I was working from home in August, the 2 middle weeks. And I was upstairs working. Started the day, early morning, and you happened to go downstairs.
I came downstairs
You come in for something.
I came in here, I was
laundry?
I was taking care of laundry, and I just happened to look toward the water heater.
And you saw like a little glimmer?
And I saw like a
shimmer,
glimmer, and I'm like, what the? So I walked over and I just put my hand on it, just to test it, and it was wet. So I was like, oh, this is not good. So
and then I guess you actually there's a hole. That you
there's a little hole on the water
side.
heater.
And
so I dried it. I put the towel on the floor.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Tell your story.
I put the towel on the floor, and I came upstairs to him. I said,
and you touched the insulation.
That touched the insulation. I put there's a round hole on the water heater itself on the side. So I put my hand inside, and I could feel that the insulation inside was wet. Yeah. So I'm that girl. I do my research. I was like, uh-oh. So I go upstairs. I think the water heater's busted. He goes, what? I said, it's wet inside where the insulation is. That's supposed to be dry. So what do you mean? I said, I think it's cracked.
Yeah.
He goes, oh man.
Now,
I was like, sorry.
This is the week, the first week. So it's the second week of August. We just came back from Florida. 2 weeks before. Yeah. So we just spent money down there. We always have cash to take care of these things. Mm-hmm. And one thing I made it a point in the past 2 years is savings is savings. Issues are issues.
Emergency.
Yeah.
Emergency is emergency.
Yeah. I learned now is when you have to do your breaks, not that you got to change it, you should be doing your breaks through the savings account because savings is saving. It's for like, hey, when you finally retire. I thought it was like, hey, for everything. But
nope. We're learning that.
But we didn't have a big cost because
it was still in the warranty.
We called PSEG and PSEG, and spoke to the lady, gave her the serial number, and she comes back and she goes,
we still had 2 weeks left of warranty.
About 2 to 3 weeks left of warranty. It was coming up in September, and she was excited for us. She actually said, "That's really good."
Oh my goodness! People call sometimes,
she feels
the warranty is just expired. She goes, "You guys had 3 weeks left."
Yeah, I think she said one person was like 7 days past, and there was like, "Is there anything you could do?" But for us, she was like, "All right, I'm gonna send a person over there right now."
Same day.
The same day, he put his hand, touched it.
But I noticed, if you look, it was leaking for at least a week. That water, because if you see there, look at the wood. I gotta replace it, or I gotta fix it.
That wood right there?
Yeah.
That wood could be also because of the.
No, that's from the water from sitting there and then behind it.
You think so?
I know so.
Okay.
I know so.
So, that being said, we were excited. He came in, and then they were going to schedule the next day for the water heater.
They came the same day.
They had a cash. They came the same
day.
I was ecstatic.
So we didn't have to buy a new water heater.
It cost me a little over $600 because
the warranty.
No, the
permit
service to install it,
and the permit for the town,
and permit and something like that. Yeah. It was fine. It wasn't $1,500. It was $1,700 or $1,800.
But it's always something
done in one day. That was just an ordinary snap.
I know.
But,
it was done so fast that because it was a busy weekend last weekend.
Yes.
Between birthday parties that we went to, concerts, it was a busy weekend. So Monday, luckily, he worked from home. He was tired, and because all this happened on Monday
or Tuesday.
Tuesday, and I just came down before my walk. I take her to my walk almost every day of the week, and just checked it. It could have been worse.
It could've
Because
been
we've
worse.
heard nightmares where the water's been sitting. We were
Yeah,
gone.
it's past this point. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we were gone for a month. It could have happened when we were gone. Thank goodness it didn't happen.
Well,
when we
no,
were gone.
because we have a sensor. So now I'm gonna buy an extra. The water sensor is by the furnace. I'm gonna buy an extra. So the water sensor would have gone off,
Yes.
and then we would have had a neighbor come over and cut the water off.
And turn the water off or
Um,
whichever. But still, we
yeah.
still didn't have that nightmare. So I'm
Yeah.
happy with that.
No, that
So-
and I didn't have to pay an enormous amount of money.
No, we didn't. Thank goodness.
And then about a week ago, no, a couple of days ago, I'm making breakfast, and I don't judge me. I had like 3 things going on. I had the bacon in one frying pan. I had eggs in another frying pan, and I had these Ore-Ida potatoes hash. Everything was it was. I don't care. I didn't
And
use
you
my
gotta
frying
call
pan.
and find out about the stove now.
The burner wouldn't turn on. I tried. I even opened the door because you could smell the gas. But these
you know
are.
what happens when it doesn't want to turn on? You get it lighter, right? And you go.
I said that. I
and
said
turn
that,
it
but
on.
I didn't find no lighters.
You're in
in
the
it.
porch.
Anyway, we have warranty because those appliances were bought through PC Richards with 8-year warranty, and we're only about year 4, year 5.
Year 5.
Yeah, so. And then for the water heater, this is so just out there. The water heater doesn't. The brand new water heater doesn't get a brand new 10-year warranty.
No.
That's the way they
It's
explain
based
it.
on the same.
It's based on the replacement of the warranty, so we still got 2 more weeks. So we put the water heater now in the.
worry-free.
Yeah, PSEG has a worry-free plan where
Yep.
if something happens, they come to take care of it. So
So we did that.
We
So
did.
like I said, we said this episode is called a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
And I'm wearing a graphic tee because it's inside the house. And because also she's complaining that I really did not grill.
No, we
this.
didn't. Everybody's complaining. I planted basil. My basil dried up because it didn't get used because we didn't grill.
I didn't grill.
We didn't grill. So I
But my
didn't-
plan is to grill in the fall more often,
Let's see that.
which is we'll see because I usually don't, but I will. I will. I want to.
Let's see what happens. That I was just telling him, since we're talking about a little bit of this, a little bit of that, we're closing the pool early. We were just talking with our neighbor yesterday. He's closing his early too, and he leaves his open usually till
He does.
November.
Because he thinks
It's gonna be a bad winter.
Yeah.
No, I know it's gonna be a bad
the
winter.
hostas, we have hostas in our backyard, and I'm pointing
They're
here.
all
This
beat
is
up.
our backyard. I was making breakfast, and I didn't know. It has not been chewed up like that
In years.
In
Yeah.
years.
Not only that, there's so many leaves and acorns in the pool,
Yeah.
and that water's freezing.
It's like, folklore. The trees drop the nuts early for the critters to
Yeah,
start.
it's a hot mess in the yard.
It's we're right now right there in the cusp of beginning of September.
Not even
Yeah,
a week
we're up.
away or a week
And
away.
it's bad out there.
Yeah.
You got
I'm
leaves.
depressed. I'm so depressed.
So
I'm a
depressed.
summer girl. So I was like, I told him this morning I went in the backyard.
But even our neighbor's wife said, she's in summer. girl.
We're both summer girls.
Yeah.
And we were out there last night and she's like, oh, it's almost over. I was like, well, at least you get to keep yours open a little longer.
And he said no.
He's
gonna-
closing it.
Usually because he has a heated in-ground pool, he'll have it open till about
October, maybe once in a while, first week of November.
Maybe, but he said no, he's not doing that this year. He just doesn't feel it. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
That could change, but it's definitely a change. Not to say it can't get warmer.
Yeah, we're
But
hoping.
it's definitely a swift change.
It's
Everybody's
been a
noticed.
swift change. Like you
And
can tell
the leaves, the
the
acorns,
leaves, you
the
can hear the
critters.
critters more.
yeah,
at
and
night.
and the hostas. Like I said, the
I'm
hostas were
so
chewed up.
depressed. So I told him, I said, listen, that water's freezing.
And
I am older. I'm not jumping in that
we gotta
pool
buy a vacuum
to
pool.
vacuum
Yeah.
leaves and acorn. He's gonna have to buy me a pool vacuum so I can take care of it. And then Friday,
our daughter,
our daughter left the state.
she has moved
So
to Florida.
I know she's an adult and everything, but she, we had her only 17 minutes away from us. And he's like, "You've been an emotional."
That's
I'm
what it
getting
was.
emotional
No,
right
no,
now.
no, I was. I mean, listen, I was tracking my daughter on GPS. I was like, yo, let me know when you're about to get there. I'm gonna book a hotel room. I'll pay for it and everything like that.
Yeah. So she moved out of
I
state.
was all over it, and she was like, relax. I was like, hey, this Cracker Barrel. I said, my baby girl.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure, hey, if you don't want to, there's breakfast in the hotel. Which she said, she was like, wow, this breakfast. I'm like, this
She
breakfast.
did. She got breakfast at the
But she
hotel.
said it was amazing. And
Oh,
I
she did?
usually, she said, wow, it's really amazing. And I go, every breakfast outside of the Northeast is always way better, I feel.
It's-
I just feel like hotel breakfast, not regular breakfast. You could go to a diner and get breakfast, but a hotel breakfast, like if I go right here to the Holiday Inn, I mean, it's okay. It's free, but it's okay. She was like, "Wow, this was with omelets and eggs and hard-boiled eggs." She said it was really, yeah. She said it was a really good breakfast.
I'm just excited. I'm like,
and she's with family.
She's with family. I'm that mom. I'm not a hover mom, but I'm a nurturing.
She was
mom.
close by.
She was close by, so we would do girls' days. We'd go out to lunch once in a blue moon, or go shopping, or she'd come and spend the day here. Now I told myself, I don't have that.
But I told her, I said, one thing
I don't have that, and I don't have my nieces nearby. So I told her, I'm gonna go through withdrawal because I only have one niece she's not close, but she's
far. She's Long Island.
She's Long Island.
I ain't driving.
I'm a girly girl. You know, I love being with my daughter, and I love being with my nieces. Now they're all gone. So he goes, well, if you want to hop on a plane, whatever you want, as long as the prices are good. So I was like, for real? I could do that?
Here's what people don't realize. You know, I had a cousin of mine, and he would just go to Florida. And people were like, back in the day, you know, he was like, well, nothing's going on. And let's say, you know, the first week of October or the 2 last weekends of September. There's nothing going on. It's not a holiday. So you could catch a flight back in the day for like $49. So I said,
now it's like $80.
It's like 80 to 100. So I said, listen, you can catch those deals. It's going to cost you 200. It's not like, you know, and even if you're there for a weekend, what you're going to spend like $100 bucks, you know. So I said, you know, just fly down for the weekend. You know,
or for a long weekend.
Yeah, for a long weekend. You know, you go there Thursday night, you catch a flight, you come back Sunday afternoon.
Sunday or Monday, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I told her you could do it.
Yeah, which made me feel better because I was going through it. I've been an emotional wreck all week long. So it's like, I have my best friend, but, you know, your daughter's your daughter, and I don't have that. So she's there now, so I have to wait to get my
mother
fix. Like,
you which you will. In a couple of weeks, in a month or so, you're going to be down.
I'll probably be down there, in October.
Yeah, September.
If I could sneak away in October and go with them to one of the Halloween things. Then now they're going. My nieces and my daughter, they're all Disney nuts. And they're all my nieces are season pass holders and all that. So they constantly go to the parks and do all these Halloween.
You know what? It's not even going to cost us. Here's why, people. If we said this in the past, we use JetBlue card to purchase things, which gives us points back. Already, we're at almost 80,000 points. So it's not it. I know you have the option to do all points or half and half.
Yeah, I know.
So it's not going to cost us.
No, it's not going to cost that much. I just told myself, be ready for me to be disappearing now and then because I need my dose. You know.
Don't get me wrong. That means that we'll have to travel more, and hopefully, you know, as prices adjust, we always talk about buying.
Our son is considering
going down to Florida.
Going down there too.
Everybody's down there. He thought about it.
Yeah, he thought about it. He goes, Mom, I'm thinking of being a Florida cop.
Yeah.
So our kids are little by little leaving.
They're growing up. They're growing up. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? So. But I think Jeremy's got another year, and he's working on the project with me and stuff like that. I'm working with him on the project, you know. So.
So yeah.
This is the things and that's and.
This and that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A little bit of this, a little bit. I like that. Yeah. we should call it like this is the first episode of a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
It's a little bit.
And
of
then maybe down the
that.
months down, there comes another one, and that's an episode.
So that's what it is. You know, our daughter moved out. Water heater broke. It's
oven's gotta be looked at.
Oven's got to be looked at, and
the pool's gonna have to close, and the fall is coming.
And another thing that has me peed. Don't mind me, my ear's been itching me a lot. I think it's allergies. They dried, so I keep scratching them. My youngest is going into 10th grade, and the dilemma here in town is that they stopped the buses going to the high school.
We have to look. I think they corrected it.
They're talking about correcting it. They haven't corrected it. People in town are catching fit because there's no sidewalks where we live.
Yeah, so our town is semi-rural. I don't know. Whatever.
Semi-rural.
Semi-rural? Yeah, semi. What did I say before?
I don't know what you said.
Yeah, so it's paved.
It's paved, but there's no sidewalks.
There's no street lights. Now, on my block, we have the brightest house. Even with the Gobi lights.
Some people have lights here on our block. But
they do the porch lights. Even when we had Gobi, we didn't have Gobi. We had... Ours is a raised cape, so it has a slight overhang, I guess.
So it has recessed lighting.
Like recessed lighting, floodlights. Mm-hmm. You would come down the block and you would see our house. And our house was the only house that had that. We didn't put it in.
They had it already.
Yeah. Nobody's out. So we don't have like a door porch light per se.
No, it's just fully lit.
Which I would like.
Now
to
it's
have.
fully lit.
So now it's fully lit. But I have the option to control
Right,
it. When
and dim it, yeah.
Right now, when we were the other day, we were coming back to our house. It is bright.
It is.
But when the fall comes, I'm gonna dim it.
Yeah, but we like it because it lights the street. And
Yeah, you see. Yeah. So
people
this
walk.
is the thing. So the kids get up early in our town to go to school.
They're
If
leaving
they
by
don't-
6:20 in the morning.
Right, and when you get that flip over of the bus
The
daylight
sun-
savings
the
time,
daylight saving, yeah.
you know, we do have bears, we do have critters. You know, there could be, you know, some kind of critter out there.
There
while
could
they
be a
walk-
bear.
Yeah, bear.
We've opened the door and there's been a bear in the
Yes.
driveway.
And then when they plow the snow, remember, there's no sidewalks. When they walk on the edge, now they can't really walk on the edge because
They're
there's snow
walking in
there.
the
So they
streets,
got
I think.
yeah. So a lot of people really
Are
upset.
losing it
We
over
pay a lot of money into this bus service to like, why pay the money if we're not getting
getting the
full
service.
bus
Yes.
service for everybody?
So
Um,
it's been a little crazy this week with that. So
There's a lot going on.
between schools and they started school in August.
Yeah, so yes, a half a days. So
But still,
yes,
They're
I know.
still starting it in August.
I know.
Well, us growing up in school, you know, we didn't start school till after the holiday weekend. They're having them start 3 half days before the holiday weekend. That doesn't make any sense, but to each his own. So I feel bad. I'm like, let these kids enjoy all of August. Why cut them
It's half a day.
still, you know? So they got to get up early for 3 days in August to go to school to do
And our
what?
son, he partied this summer. He partied in Florida. We're still getting him into the rhythm of
Yeah,
getting
he's
up.
still not back in
It's gonna be.
sleep
I think it's
mode.
gonna be a rough summer for all the kids because it was
Yeah.
a huge. Even though he was in Florida, the lake over here was really, really busy. I heard.
Everything's been busy. So he had a full-blown busy summer.
Yeah. So.
So it's going to be hard getting him.
But you know, going back to the original, it's we do have things that happen that just from cost to craziness to dealing with
something.
bus issues for school buses. Yeah, it's just like everybody else's house.
Busy life.
Yeah.
So guys, like, comment, subscribe, share, talk about our podcast, give us your input, and life is always about a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
There you go. See you
All right.
later,
Bye.
everybody.